Good morning. This is the resumed meeting of the Pitt County Board of Commissioners from Tuesday, June the 16th. Today is Thursday, June the 18th for 9 a.m. And this is concerning the county's operating budget proposed for fiscal year 2021. And I will turn this meeting over to our chairman, Mr. Melvin McLawhorn.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. I do want to just say this, as the manager stated, this is our annual budget continuation public hearing to consider the adoption of our budget ordinance. And we're going to hopefully stay on this topic. We're going to consider the budget only. Any other topics, any other items will be discussed at our regular meeting. So having said that, we'll get started with the roll call. Madam Clerk.
Sir, Chairman McLawhorn.
Present.
Vice Chair Coulson.
Here.
Commissioner Albright.
Here.
Commissioner Fitzpatrick.
Here.
Huggins.
Here.
Commissioner Nunnally.
Here.
Commissioner Perkins Williams.
Here.
Commissioner Ward.
Here.
White.
Here.
Everyone is present.
Thank you very, very much. We have now the approval of the agenda. Could we have a motion for that?
You have Commissioner Nunnally's hand up and Commissioner Ward.
Commissioner Nunnally?
I'll move to approve the agenda.
Thank you. Commissioner Ward?
I second that motion.
Thank you. Madam Clerk?
Chairman McLawhorn.
Yes?
Vice Chair Coulson.
Yes.
Commissioner Albright.
Yes.
Commissioner Fitzpatrick.
Yes.
Commissioner Floyd Huggins.
Here. Yes.
Commissioner Nunnally.
Yes.
Commissioner Perkins Williams.
Yes.
Ward.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Very good. The item now for discussion is to consider the adoption of our budget ordinance for the 2020 and 2021. Any hands up, Mr. Manager?
Mr. Chairman, if I can just kind of recap from the Tuesday night. So you have a recommended total overall budget for all funds totaling $259,705,077. Within that, you have the general fund at $182,358,067. From the point in which you conducted your public hearing Tuesday night and this morning, we've received no additional or no written comments since the public hearing. Only one call came into county offices, and that was in regard to the, I think the household fee increase within solid waste. And the individual, I talked to him personally, and our tax administrator had previously been out to his property, had a concern about the value on his manufactured home, the value of it. He was actually able to get that value adjusted down. He also, we were able to discover that this individual was able to apply for one of the exclusions under the elderly, disabled, or veteran status. So he was actually able to also get a reduction in his property value, which then thus resulted in a lower tax bill. But his concern was about the household fee. Other than that, we've received no other comments. You do have a hand up for Commissioner Floyd Huggins and Commissioner Ward.
Okay, Commissioner Floyd Huggins.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the adoption of the budget ordinance for the budget of 2020, 2021.
Okay.
Is that in order?
Commissioner Ward's hand is up.
Commissioner Ward, yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'd like to second that motion.
Very good. And that motion was for the adoption of the budget as presented by the county manager.
This
Am I-
time, there's no other hands up.
I'm sorry?
This time, there's no other hands up.
Okay, so the motion is for the adoption of the budget as presented as by the county manager. My understanding has been moving properly second. Madam Clerk?
Chairman McLaughlin,
Yes.
Vice Chair Coulson,
No.
Commissioner Albright,
Yes.
Commissioner Fitzpatrick,
No.
Commissioner Floyd Huggins,
yes,
Commissioner Nunnally,
Yes.
Commissioner Perkins Williams,
Yes.
Commissioner Ward,
Yes.
Commissioner White.
No.
Motion passes 6-3.
Very good, thank you. Before we have our commissioner comments, I'd just like to thank all of the commissioners for their hard work during this process. It has not been easy, but we together we made it through it. And let me just personally thank you for your diligent and your thoughtful process in determining how we're going to continue to make this county run smoothly. Let me also thank Scott Elliott and his staff for the fine work that they've done on this budget. Our finance director, Bryant Barnett, his thoughtful work, and our county attorney, Janice Gallagher, and her staff for working diligently, and Kimberly Hines, and certainly her staff for doing a great work. Mike Emery, public information director, and his staff have done a tremendous job, and all other of the county staff that has worked with us so diligently. So let me thank you and let you know that we are really appreciative of the hard work getting us through this process. Mr. Manager.
Okay, at this point, there are no hands up unless the commissioners have commissioners' comments for the conclusion of the agenda for today. I see no hands up. Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Perkins Williams has her hand up.
Commissioner Perkins Williams.
Yes, thank you. Good morning. I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn.
Okay, has been a motion been made for adjournment. Is there another hand up for a second?
Actually, you have Commissioner White, Albright, and Ward.
Okay, Commissioner White.
Were we going to have commissioners' comments or not?
Yes, ma'am. We could have your comments. There has been a motion made for adjournment, but we would certainly have entertain your comments first.
Okay, I was just going to state my reasons for voting no for the budget. While I appreciate the revenue neutral budget and I appreciate the staff working hard on the budget and understanding the importance of revenue neutral, especially in the economy that we have now with the COVID and people being out of work, I wish we could have funded all department requests, but unfortunately we can't. And then the additional positions that we added, taking money from contingency funds and moving money from here and there to fund these positions, I feel like that's kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul, so to speak. And next year we're going to be faced with the same issue, and we will have to make decisions then how we're going to keep these additional positions. Are we going to lay people off, or are we going to raise taxes? Because eventually we're going to run out of money to move around. So I think that we're just kicking the can down the road. So I just wanted to explain part of my reasons for my no vote on the budget today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Madam Clerk, just to be clear, why don't you call the roll to go down and see if any commissioner want to make a comment at this time, and that way we'll make sure everyone can speak if they so desire.
Okay, Vice Chair Coulson,
Nothing.
Commissioner Albright,
Yeah, and I apologize to our chair. This is a comment. It's not a discussion, but it's off topic. And I do want to say a couple of things about our vote on Monday night about the Confederate Memorial. And I appreciate how we have such an excellent attorney and staff. They are all smart and professional. And I appreciate our attorney's reluctance to speak out unless she's asked. I think this is a time, though, that we really need to emphasize that item 3 in the state law, that we seem to, in our discussion on Monday night, all the pros and cons for why that statute should stay or go. We seem to have lost sight of our county manager's a very well worded and presented statement at the end of that discussion about the public safety issue that's involved with this. Item 3 says public safety. It could be if there's a threat to public safety because of an unsafe or dangerous situation. I think that's why we voted to immediately go through this process. I'm also concerned that media is reporting that we're spending so much money on it. I thought we had a wide range of estimates, and I hope that we go with the lowest, and I hope that our public information can get, staff can get this information out to the public. I think that we really need, this is a time for public information to be disseminated, and the public needs to understand that we're not violating state law. We keep hearing this, it keeps getting written that we can't do this. And I think that when we exercise our right under that item C3, that we're clearly okay with doing this. And I wish that somehow we could make that message clearer, and also that we could get out that we had a $25,000 estimate, and not that we're not paying $300,000 or whatever one of the reports are. And again, I apologize, Mr. Chair, for going off topic, and I appreciate your work and all the budget process. And now I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Fitzpatrick,
No comment. I would be in favor of adjournment.
Commissioner Floyd Huggins,
No comment.
Commissioner Nunnally,
No comment.
Commissioner Perkins Williams,
No comment, and I'm in favor of the adjournment.
Commissioner Ward,
No comment. No comment.
okay, Commissioner White, did you have anything additional?
No, thank you. I said what I wanted to say.
Okay, so we have a motion by Commissioner Perkins Williams, seconded by Commissioner Fitzpatrick to adjourn.
Okay. Madam Clerk, if you call the roll.
Chairman McLawhorn,
Yes.
Vice Chair Coulson,
Yes.
Commissioner Albright,
Yes.
Commissioner Fitzpatrick,
Yes.
Commissioner Floyd Huggins,
Yes.
Commissioner Nunnally,
Yes.
Commissioner Perkins Williams,
Yes.
Commissioner Ward,
Yes.
Commissioner White.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We are now adjourned.